Have you ever had one of those experiences where you ask yourself, am I doing this right? Or am I saying this right? Or is this thing right? Whatever that thing is. Now, aside from the rightness conversation, which is a whole different topic for a whole different video, how about this one? Have you ever had an experience that you've asked yourself, is this normal? Guys, today's life lesson is all about normalizing life circumstances and life situations and life experiences. Now, before I go too far, this is not to be used as a crutch. I don't believe in crutches. I believe in conquering anything that we're faced with and really, in as often as we can, keeping the labels off. And let me tell you, as someone who avoided normalizing life for decades, I can tell you there's so much benefit that comes from learning and understanding what other people go through. So, first, let's look at just the sheer definition of normalization. And this is paraphrased, by the way. So, essentially, normalization of life is the social processes by which ideas and actions help us see things as normal, right? Normalization. Now, this may be you experience this conversation frequently with a partner or a spouse, and you think you're the only person who's ever experienced that on the planet with billions of people. Okay, just so you got that one. And all of a sudden, you decide to have a conversation with someone else, and you learn, wow, that person also experiences that with their partner. Or perhaps they know someone who has experienced the same thing. Guys, I can tell you, it immediately can give you affirmation that, whew, okay, I know I'm not alone in this game of life, right? And I can tell you for decades, I was that girl who kept a lot of things pretty private, especially when it came to my close relationships, because I never wanted to feel like I was saying anything other than positive things about the people I love and care about. It's a very strong value that I never judge and I never speak ill of anybody. And through life, I learned that there was absolutely a way of having conversations without speaking a certain way to make me feel a certain way about how I was having those conversations. But that also gave me the affirmation to say, oh, okay, other people experience this as well. So that's one benefit of normalizing. Here's the bigger one. As soon as you have that, you can gain all of that experience of what other people have done in those circumstances. So you have your experience, you have the experiences of others and how they've dealt with it. And then you can take all that information and say, now what do I want to do? Now that you know other people have also experienced that thing. I can tell you, and the research wasn't as strong as I'd like to see here, but I have to believe that there's true physical, mental, and emotional benefit to aligning and knowing that other people are also going through the thing that we're going through. Whether that be as simple as a tough conversation or whether that be as complex as health issues, right? So, a couple steps. If you're thinking, okay, I'm going through these things, I'm having these experiences that are causing me uncertainty of I'm the only one type energy, start by reading. Pull out good old Dr. Google and say, other people who have gone through da da da, or what people experience in da 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 da. And I'll promise you, in almost every circumstance, you will find a plethora of other people who have gone through what you're walking through. So research it. Read about it. Read about other people who go through the thing, who are in the midst of going through what you're going through. And then lastly, talk to someone. It may be talking to a friend or a therapist or a coach, or if you have very trusted family members that you can talk things through with. Again, these all give perspectives. And I can tell you in this big game of life, normalizing some things, for me at least, has been a game changer. And thankfully, I learned this one decades ago, and I wish I would have learned it decades sooner. And this one, again, has been a game changer to just understanding life in whole outside of my present sphere. So Try it for yourself. And as always, take good care, and I'll see you here tomorrow. Bye, guys.